Good morning. Not going to be the longest live, but we'll talk about a few things. Sorry, I've been busy. A lot of people don't realize because primarily when they see me make videos, I'm in bed, I'm in my jacuzzi, whatever the case may be. I'm in my pool, I'm in my hot tub, and they think that I'm just like this bum. They have no idea how much I do for my family. They have no idea how much I participate in all the school activities and extra school activities, and there's so much that I'm always doing with the fam. But the thing is that when I have my downtime and when everybody's kind of relaxing and doing their own thing, I go up to my bedroom. This is the Apefather throne here. Let's see, I'll show you. There's the Apefather throne. There's the Apefather sword, the Apefather pitcher. And this is kind of my quarters where I do my videos. But people interpreted that I'm a bum. Now, I'm not a bum. It's just, this is kind of like my man cave. I get away. I have the second level, I have the upstairs level of my home, and everybody's downstairs doing their thing. Actually, the kids have their own room. So Sophia has her room, Mike has the big room, he has a big room, and so everybody's doing their own thing, and this is where I do my thing in my room. But a lot of people misinterpret it. They're like, "Oh, you're always in bed, April." It's not true. I'm always out. I'm always doing a million things. But anyway, putting that aside. All right, so let's talk first about this concept that casinos is a dying industry and they're going out of business. Some people feel this way. Okay, first of all, let's start with online casinos. Online casinos, no question, is the future. No question. Everyone would prefer to stay home, streaming, everything is online. The online casino business is a monster. Okay, like I said, right now it's approaching $100 billion a year, and it's going to surpass that. Many experts feel it's going to even double that within 2024. So, here's Antonio Miranda. All right, before I get into your nonsense, I just wanted to answer your first question. Okay, Antonio, your first question is, are casinos a dying industry? Okay, so we're starting with online casinos. Let's start with that. Certainly is the future of the gaming industry. Okay. um Sports betting, I mean, if you think this is a dying industry, you are just, honestly, don't take this the wrong way, you're dumb. You're not smart. I don't know what else to tell you. You go look up how well DraftKings are doing. You go look at how well online casinos are doing. It's a killer. It's a monster industry. So I just, I can't argue with people who just don't do their homework, unfortunately, and don't understand how much money online casinos are making and how much money sports betting. You're talking hundreds of billions of dollars. So this concept, it's a dying industry, you're completely out of your mind. Okay. So that's number one. Okay. Now let's actually talk about casinos where real property is involved. Um, Typically, the casinos that go out of business are the casinos that have too much debt. That's just the bottom line. Now, you want to know what the funny thing is this actually doesn't just apply in the casino industry. It applies in all business. Like I said, you take Elon Musk's recent purchase of Twitter, which is now X. He bought it for $44 billion. I mean, it's probably worth, I mean, Elon even said it himself, it's probably worth about 4 billion. So, I mean, when you take on too much debt in any business, I don't care what it is, okay, you're in trouble. That's just what it is. Like I remember back, when Donald Trump built the Taj Mahal. I mean, I know I say this a lot, but this is probably the greatest example. See, people don't realize that Taj Mahal was a major success. It was bringing in huge money. It was actually bringing in the most, I think it had the most win at that time than any other casino in Atlantic City. But the reason why it turned out to go into bankruptcy is the large amount of debt. Donald borrowed 700 million in junk bonds. He had an interest rate of 14%. The casino had to generate a win of $1 million a day just to break even, just to pay its debts. And at the time, no casino did that. So it's not that the Taj Mahal wasn't a success. It's just again too much debt. Okay, any business, if you think about it, is a success. Like let me give you an example. Okay, let's say you have a business that's bringing in $1 billion a year. Forget about doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's the movie industry. It doesn't matter if it's the casino industry. It doesn't matter if it's the restaurant industry. Let's say you have a chain of restaurants. It's all about, you know, you got to look at the debt versus the revenues. Are the revenues exceeding the debt? You know what I mean? If the debt is exceed, like in the case, the perfect example of this is AMC. The perfect example. No matter how much money this guy brings in, it's like he can't pay off the debt. He's burning through $600 million a year. He has to keep going to retail for dilution out of Aaron. He has to keep taking all of our blood because the business itself is not sustainable. It's not making enough money on its own. So it's like, so what Adam Aaron turned this into is it's called the blood transfusion bank. That's what he should change this. He should, like I said, he wants to come up with a wine now. For he says, I want to dedicate a wine product to the apes. You should call it the blood of the apes. So, but this is for any business transaction. Like Donald Trump, when he bought the Plaza Hotel, he paid $408 million for it. Okay. It was simply not bringing in enough money. You understand? Now, this was the most. I just want to be clear to all of you because I want you to differentiate between success and debt. The Plaza Hotel was considered the most successful hotel in the entire planet, everywhere in the whole world. It was world renowned, the Plaza Hotel, but he overpaid for it. So the point is that you could buy a successful business that's successful but overpay for it. And then what happens is now it becomes a failure because it's too much debt. But that doesn't mean the industry is dying. See, like people like use that term a lot. They're like the casino industry is. Are you nuts? Look at the money they're making in Macau. Look at the money that they're making in Vegas. Look at the money online casinos are making. Look at the money that sports betting is making. This is not a dying business, you psychopaths. It's just that you're probably taking some examples. Like here's another example. Okay, El Dorado. El Dorado bought Caesars. Okay, I feel for way too much money. They paid over $17 billion for Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, all the Caesar brand, Caesars in Atlantic City, everything associated with the Caesars brand. That's a big, hefty friggin' debt. And I know that even they're having a little bit of trouble. It's just too much debt. So it always comes down to debt. That's the key. But Antonio, again, I'm trying to speak to you in a very intelligent way. It's not that casinos go bankrupt. Listen to me. Okay. You could say the same thing for any business. Like, here's an example 90% of restaurants go out of business. But why, Antonio? See, this is the question. See, I studied this. Okay. The reason why 90% of restaurants go out of business in the first year is because of too much debt, not enough start off money, not enough seed money to sustain the business. So again, it's not that the restaurant itself is a dying industry. It's just that the person who was the businessman who made the deal perhaps did not have the required startup money, the required seed money to keep his business afloat, marketing expenses, all of that, okay? And just overpaid for the business, had too much debt of the business, and the revenues did not exceed the debt, okay? So you could make this same argument. It's not about casinos. You could make the same argument again, AMC. You can make this argument. You can make this argument about any business. Okay. See, like, all right. So let me give you a flip side of the coin. Imagine Adam Aaron had the same business model as McDonald's. You understand? Where the real estate was paid off. You understand? And let's say maybe he had lesser movie theaters, but in essence, the real estate was paid off. There was very little debt. Now, employees, I hate to sound mean. I learned this from Carl Icahn. Look, employees is something that can always be negotiated. If a business, in terms of a business gets tough, if there has to be layoffs or if there has to be negotiations with salaries or negotiations with benefits, all of that stuff is a very easy thing to do. Now, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do because morally, you want your employees to always have a stable job, always have stable benefits, and always have a stable salary. But that is like the easiest thing to negotiate. What's not the easiest thing to negotiate is a lease. You got to pay that. There is no negotiation, and most of the time leases go up. Okay, so once again, if you had a situation where Adam Aaron was following the same business model as Ray Kroc of McDonald's, and these movie theaters, the real estate, was paid off. If let's even say he had lesser locations, it wouldn't make a difference. He had 100 locations versus 1,000 locations. It would be a successful business. The reason why it's not a successful business is too much debt. I actually do not believe the movie industry is a dying industry. I believe that Hollywood is always going to be powerful. Even though right now I know there's the whole strikes and the actors are freaking out and they want to make more money. It people love the movie experience. Every time I go to AMC, believe it or not, you'll all be shocked. It's packed. The parking lot is packed. Sometimes I can't even see the movie I want to see. I have to come back the next day. It's not the business. It's just too much debt. And again, that's where, that has to be blamed on the CEO. That has to be blamed on the person who negotiated these leases. That has to be, the person who just can't. He's just not good with math. He just, people sometimes make deals and they're only looking at the positives. They're not looking at the negatives. They're looking at the positives. In business, what I've learned is you can't be optimistic. You have to be the complete opposite. You have to be pessimistic. You have to go into every business thinking the worst. You have to have money to last. That's another thing. You have to have seed money. You have to have money probably for like, you got to assume your business is not going to profit for probably 5 to 10 years. And you got to have a lot of money. And you know what is, nobody ever does it the right way. Nobody ever does it the right way because nobody ever has that type of money. But probably these people perhaps should not be in business. You have to do it the correct way. I'm learning in life. It's like, in all of I've been involved in many businesses that failed. And it's not the business it was just the fact of money. It's the fact of having enough money, enough startup money, enough seed money, enough money to sustain the business, and obviously not be in a position where you're leasing, be in a position where you own, preferably have no note or a very small mortgage, and be able to calculate profits versus debt. Good morning, Ron. But that's the whole thing I'm trying to say to you, Antonio. You don't want to deal with banks. I don't know if you're listening. Maybe you're not listening. You're not listening to what. Listen to me. I have seen so many people in real estate lose money because of bank loans. That's it. That people don't realize that. See, look, I have a very small mortgage on my house. Believe it or not, it really is. It's about. I think last I checked, I think I owe very, very close to like the low 200 range at this point. Like the house is worth close to 600,000. I have a very, very low mortgage, and even that I'm upset about. If you want to know the truth, like moving forward in my life, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm probably going to pay off things in full. But if you're going, my point is this: if you're going to have a mortgage, just have a small one, just have a small mortgage. But you have to understand, in a lot of cases, people are not putting anybody down, Antonio. They're putting nobody down. It's all borrowed money. Like they're borrowing up to say 90%, loan to value. In some cases, 100%. I've known people who do 100% loan to value on real estate. That literally, it's all borrowed money, and it's just, that's where real estate fails. That's where casinos could fail. That's where any business could fail because it's just too much debt. Okay. So that's why down the line, it makes more sense to do things such as private placements, do things where, nowadays you have a lot of things with crowdfunding. And all of this can be approved by the SEC. You follow me? And it's a way where you could pay off the note and you could have a lot of seed money. Okay, but you got to do it the right way. But where I'm at right now, Antonio, let me explain to you where I'm at. I'm at the very, very beginning stages where I can't even offer anything to the public. See, this is what you don't understand. I'm at the beginning stages where I don't have the right. Okay. I don't have the right to offer anybody any type of an interest in any type of a business. So the reason why I'm asking for super chats, believe it or not, theoretically, super chats could fund, okay, an online casino. Theoretically, super chats could even fund a large scale casino. It really depends. See, YouTube, listen to me. YouTube gives you an open portal to the whole world. But this is the thing. It comes down to, do you have enough people watching you? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, if you get to a point where you're like a Mr. Beast and you have 100 million views a video, and billions and billions of views, and possibly even higher, you get to a point now where that does become a realistic possibility. I'm not stupid, Antonio. Antonio, I understand if there's 7 people in a live stream that, this is Peter Panville. This is Dreamville, and I'm not disputing that. And I never disputed that. And that's exactly the reason why I say super chats are for entertainment purposes only. It is, because I'm entertaining you, but at the same time, I'm trying to explain to people I need to build a congregation here. I need to build a viewership. Now if you get to a point where you got millions and millions of people watching you, most definitely. Most definitely you could fund an online casino. Or most definitely you could fund a big project, but you have to get to that level first. Ron, look, I love you, brother. I'm not interested in XRP. Um, I have been involved in XRP for a very long time. And XRP is just a dead duck to me. It's a dead goose. It's just, for whatever the reason is, nobody understands it. Like, I'll just tell you a few stories on XRP. I remember the biggest thing with XRP was once it was going to hit Coinbase. Hey, was it the biggest thing? Once it was going to hit Coinbase, the thing was going to blow up. It was going to be the biggest thing since Bitcoin. It's going to be huge. Hit Coinbase, nothing happened. Then the next speculation of XRP was when it wanted the lawsuit with the SEC. That was it. It was going to be huge, a monster. It actually went down a tremendous amount since winning the lawsuit with the SEC. I just feel, for whatever the reason is, XRP is a loser. And once a loser, always a loser. Now, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not telling you what to do. If you believe, listen to me, if you believe in XRP, don't listen to me. I am not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. Do whatever you want to do. But I will not put one single friggin' dollar in XRP. That's just me. Okay. And another thing is, anything that Lou touches turns to friggin' shit. Okay. You can bet your friggin' bank that if Lou's involved in something, it's gonna fail. Okay. So between the fact that Lou's involved in it, between the fact that I've been watching this thing for friggin' years and it's done nothing, and even when it made accomplishments, like I said, it wins the lawsuit. It wins the lawsuit with the SEC. It does. You want to laugh? I'll make all of you laugh. XRP was doing better when it was pending, when their lawsuit was pending. They win the lawsuit. It's doing worse. So that's the bottom line. I'm not going to ever get involved in crypto. I'm not investing in any more stocks. Here's what I will tell you. I am very, very much considering. I don't want to really tell you my business, but let's just say I'm more like an in and out person now. You know what I mean with stocks. I'm more like an in and out person. Like, In and Out Burgers in California. I'm in and out. That's it, including AMC. You want me to tell you all the truth, including AMC. I feel the money to be made at AMC is day trading now. That's it. Listen, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, okay, because I've always been the one preaching, buy and hold. We have to be apes together strong. There is no apes together strong, okay? Apes have either decided to day trade AMC, sell AMC completely, they're out of it, or whatever. They're swing trading it, okay? So that's just unfortunately, Amy has now become a day trader's dream. It is a day trader's dream cream play. And I've just been watching it. Look, it keeps. Aren't you seeing it? Don't you see it go from 7 back up to like 850, back down to 814, back down to 850, back down to 7, back down to 8. This is going to go on for several months. And I explained to you the reason why. Because investors are very leery on holding AMC. They're very, very leery of it because the bottom line is that they just know that Adam Aaron is basing all of this on dilution. They know he's going to keep selling. They know this guy can sell up to 390 million shares. There's no long term stability in AMC. But at the same time, Adam Aaron has enough seed money now. He has enough money in the vault to at least avoid bankruptcy. So, you know what that spells out? That spells out the perfect formula for what's called a day trader's dream. When you have enough money, listen to me, you have enough money to avoid bankruptcy, yet you're not really ever gonna, you're never gonna hit that home run, the Moaz, everything we wanted. Forget that bullshit. That's never happening. But, as far as AMC having their little runs, falling, it's just that's all it's gonna do. That's all it's gonna do. And I think that's where the money is. But again, don't listen to me. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm a person who adapts to new realities. Look, I wanted something originally with AMC. What I wanted didn't come true. I believe it's because it's a very corrupt Wall Street. Look, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I believe this Wall, the fact that Ken Griffin only got fined $7 billion from the SEC. The guy made 16 billion. Citadel made $16 billion. Okay, and he got fined $7 billion. It's a slap in the wrist. It's a disgrace. It just goes to show you the guy can do whatever the f he pleases and get away with it. He has a ticket to ride. That's it. It's like that song, a ticket to ride. And I just feel like, look, the only thing I look at now, Wall Street, you want to know what I look at Wall Street as? I look at Wall Street as something you have to be extremely cautious with. You have to just get in and out quickly. You have to identify a play similar to AMC. AMC is the perfect day trading play because, like I said, I don't want to be redundant. It has enough money to avoid bankruptcy, but yet nobody believes in it in the long term. Nobody believes in it in the long term. So that is what's called a perfect day trade play. So that's just the way I see it. 7 million is a lot. Listen, sometimes I really question, like Cigar King, if you have brains. Like, and I really I don't want to insult you, but I don't know if it's just that maybe as a child you fell from a tree and you banged your head. Look, do you know the difference between? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between $16 billion and $7 million? Can you mathematically tell me? I want to test your intelligence. If you subtracted, right, 16 billion from 7 billion, how much does Citadel have left? Come on, you're a smart guy. Right? Forget about your insults. Let's be forget about your insults. I'm testing your IQ. What is 16 billion minus, okay, 7 billion? I'm testing your IQ. That you're saying 7 million is a lot, right? You're making a statement. $7 million is a lot of money. Okay. So this is what I want. It's okay to go get a calculator. It's okay to go get a calculator. I want you to subtract $16 billion from $7 billion. Tell me the number that you have after it's done. Okay, do that. Okay, and then you tell me if 7 billion is a lot, you friggin' psycho. 7 billion is a lot. Yes, DWAC, okay, is a gamble. Listen to me. Our country is going through a lot of crazy stuff right now. There is insane things happening. My bet is on Trump. Okay, my bet is on Trump. I believe he will be the next president of the United States of America. And I believe he's going to win everything. He's all of this stuff is going to go away. All of this crazy shit. He's going to probably pardon himself on everything. The state problems is gonna wind up disappearing with some kind of misdemeanor. I am betting on Trump 100%. And yes, and I've already said this, Rod. If Trump wins, first of all, if Trump wins the Republican nomination, which I think he's going to, okay, if Trump wins the Republican that alone, DWAC is going to have a major spike. If Trump wins the presidency, yes, listen. It's common sense. It's common sense that DWAC will complete the merger with Truth Social, and it's going to be a monster. But see, now it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It's a gamble because if Trump loses, I think DWAC will be worth nothing. I think the whole thing will collapse. Because, see, as of right now, can I tell you what the truth is? Truth Social is not comparable to Twitter, to X. It's not doing it. Okay. If he becomes the president, though, you have to understand that he has a lot of power now. He has that presidential power that he could text everybody, email everybody. It's kind of like almost like a license for him to make friggin' Truth Social the most powerful social media platform on earth. I don't even think there was ever a case, where a president had that type of power. And I don't even know if that would even be considered a conflict of interest. He's probably going to have, which he probably did with Ron Jr., excuse me, Ron Jr., Don Jr., and Ivanka. He's going to have them run Truth Social, obviously, when he becomes the president. He's going to have to put that in trust. But the thing is that, yes, I do believe that DWAC will become a tremendous success, but it's dependent on Trump winning. That's it. And I am betting personally, I do have DWAC, and I am betting that Trump will win. That's just my bet. But again, is it a guarantee? No. Can Trump lose? Yes. You know what I mean? So we don't know. Look, I made a video earlier today, Watcher 119, right? People sometimes make fun of me. I'll give you an example that I eat fast food. Okay. I think that it's a very, very safe assumption that you all know I spend at least $100 a day. I spend, honestly, between me and you, I spend well over $200 a day, in some cases, $500 a day on food. But I think that all of you, even if you hate me, will unanimously agree that I spend at least $100 on food. So I made a video about this earlier. That's $700 a week. So if you times that by four, meaning a month, that's $2,800 a month. Now understand this is cash. Understand this is cash. Now let me explain something to you, and I know you all want to fight with me and argue with me. This is not me paying my mortgage. This is not paying any type of utility bills or my pool service, or all the bills I have in my house, which is incredible. I have a tremendous amount of monthly expense. So this money is simply just fun coupons. It's just buying, like, friggin' couple of Big Macs, couple of quarter pounders, double quarter pounders with cheese, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Burger King. Okay. So my opinion, now I'm gonna make all of you angry. How you like to break my balls? I don't believe that any of you have a job that pays you enough money where you clear $2,800 a month in cash. You would have to make, check this out, right? You would have to have a job that pays you at least what? Close to $5,000 a month. Okay. Between taxes, Social Security, disability, commuting to your job, lunch, unemployment, like all the federal, state, everything that comes out. You would have to have a job that pays you close to about 5,000 gross a month, okay? To clear about 3,000, 2,800 to $3,000 a month. So what is my point? My point is you all have a big pair of set of hairy balls. to break my balls that I spend that money on fast food. Listen to me. Let me put it to you this way. You all know that there are times I go to $600 dinners. I mean, I've made the videos. Like, you can't look. I know all of you like to argue with me. I know all of you like to fight with me. So let's put it to this way. I would say that there are times that I have months where I kind of like, I'm kind of conservative. I spend about 1,000 a month, 4,000 a month on snacks. Okay. Now that's when I'm being conservative. That's when I'm like, I'm not going crazy. When I'm going crazy and I'm going to Zado's of Brooklyn, I'm going to Carmine's, I'm going to L&B Spumoni Gardens, I'm going to Il Verde. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm spending upwards of about $10,000 a month on food. That's $2,500 a week. Okay. So how can all of you in good conscience make fun of me when you probably don't even earn this money? You don't even earn it. Like, in other words, let me give you this analogy to make you understand it. My snacks, right, is your livelihood. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, in other words, my snacks, me going to get two double quarter pounders with cheese, a Big Mac, a McFlurry, a peanut butter crunch McFlurry, me doing this daily, okay, is your livelihood. Is your livelihood to now pay your rent or your mortgage or all of your bills and support your family and everything you have to do. This is just my snacks. So I don't think none of you were in a position to challenge me with this, but yet you do. But watch her. I obviously have enough money. I mean, this guy's crazy. I watch her. I show thousands and thousands of dollars on cash always on me. I obviously have enough money to go to Zado's. It's just that something all right, let me give you an example. We went to the supermarket. We spent a tremendous amount of money there. We had a beautiful dinner. I had a beautiful besides what you saw with Wendy's, I didn't get a chance to film. I had a big McDonald's breakfast. My mother made a delicious meatloaf. My mother made a beautiful salad. We had mashed potatoes. We had all types of things. It was delicious. It was a delicious dinner. Okay, so if you count the dinner, right? If you count the fast food, I'd say between the supermarket and I would say the fast food, I probably went through about close to $300. Now, once again, this is something I do daily. Okay, so how about this? Let's not say 300. Let's say 200. Is okay. I'm trying to be fair with all of you. So let's go to 200 a day in cash. That's $1,400 a week. And I definitely spend this every week on food, whether it be fast food, whether it be the supermarket, whether it be a restaurant, whether it be a pizzeria. I definitely spend 1,400. Oh, I've spent much more than 1,400. I've spent 2,500 a week on food. So if you take $1,400 a week, let's do the math, right? What is that? 4, 8, 12, 16. That's $5,600 a month cash. So once again, I want to reiterate to all of you because I know that you're confused and I know you don't get it. But this is not money I'm paying my mortgage. This is not money, for insurance or car or, utilities or, cable, whatever the case may be. Okay. Investments. Okay. This is purely snacks, fun coupons. Okay. So if I'm spending $1,400 a week, which I do pretty much consistently, and at times much more, that means I'm spending $5,600 a month cash. Okay. That means that you would probably have to have a job, okay, that pays you probably close to $10,000 a month gross, okay, in order to make this, or at least around $8,000 to $9,000 a month gross. Okay. Most of you, I am 100% confident in saying this, that I would say most of you don't even make 3,000 gross a month. Okay, never mind $10,000 a month gross. Okay, so once again, you're making fun of a person who spends money on snacks. That's more than your livelihood. So I would really start, in all honesty and fairness to all of you, I would probably start taming down on the insults until you could prove to me that you're making 10,000 a month. If you're making 10, 15,000 a month, then I'll shut my mouth. Until then, you really should start taming down that because my snack money is more than your livelihood. My snack money is more than your livelihood. Okay? What's up, ZK8ET? How you doing, brother? V for victory. No, but this is the thing. We all got to eat. You're right about that. But would you agree there are people like Lou who spends $1 a day on food? Like he goes and listen to me. He goes, he buys romaine noodles. You understand? He eats like I'll tell you a story. There was this friend of mine. His name was Dottie. He was an Asian kid, nice kid. He was a friend of mine, okay? And what he used to do, right, is he used to spend like $10 a week. I'm not kidding you. He spent like $10 a week, and he would get that like cup, the cup of noodle soup, and he would load up on it. He would like load up on like whatever, get like 10 of them, whatever it is, 15 of them, and that would literally be what this kid ate for a whole week. All he would eat is cup of noodle soup. So when you say like we all have to eat, you're right in that assessment. But a lot of people like I had an Italian friend. There was this guy, his name was Tony in Brooklyn. And he used to always make me laugh. His father, what he did was check this out. Every single day they had a different type of pasta. And pasta costs $1. You get spaghetti, you get like fettuccine, you get penne, you get rigatoni, whatever the case may be. Fazzelli. Okay. So every day, what the father would do, the Italian father, okay, Tony Senior, Tony Junior, used to make me laugh. They would go buy, penne one day. The next day be fettuccine. The next day it'd be whatever rigatoni. The next day it'd be fazzelli, whatever the case may be. Okay. Now next day be angel hair. And then each day they had a different sauce. So one day it'd be marinara sauce. The next day it would be vodka sauce. The next day it'd be Alfredo sauce. You understand what I'm saying? The next day it'd be carbonara. So in other words, every day they just ate pasta. So think about it. They were spending the only money they were spending each day was the pasta and the sauce. So let's say this, and maybe grated cheese. So let's say they're spending $10 a day, right? Okay. $10 a day times 7 days a week is $70 a week. Now that is a very, very big difference than spending $1,400 a week is what I spent. It's a big difference. Or spending $2,000 a week. There were times I spent $2,500 a week. So to answer your question, Sam the Great, yes, we all have to eat, but there are people who could spend $10 a day. There are people like Lou who spends $1 a day. Okay, maybe Lou spends $2 a day. Lou buys the bodega coffee for $1, and then he buys the romaine noodles for another dollar. So Lou spends about $2 a day. Or if he splurges, if Lou splurges and he gets the what does he get? The yogurt, maybe he spends $3 a day. That's when Lou splurges and he gets a little yogurt. Okay, so just do me a favor, like lay back on breaking my balls, guys. I spend more money on snacks than your livelihood. Okay, seriously. Like lay off that. I'm really getting tired. And I'll tell you what, I'll be more than willing to do this. Okay. If you really want to go head to head with me, I'll tell you what. I will get 1,000 of my videos. How about we'll do this? Because I'm tired of fighting with you people. How about this? I will get 1,000 of my videos. Now, I'll be fair about it. Listen, hear me out. I'll be fair about it. Not every video will be Zanos. Not every video will be Alverdi. Not every video will be L&B promoting gardens. Okay. I'll mix in fast food. I'll mix in. There are times I spent, like, I'll show you receipts. I have videos. I spent $200 at McDonald's. There are times I spent $150 at McDonald's. They at Burger King, forget about it. When I get those gigantic patties and I eat like crazy, there are times I spend $150 at Burger King. So I will put together a compilation. Check out this thing. A compilation of 1,000 of my food videos. And I can pretty much guarantee you that let's do the math. If I got 1,000 videos, and let's just say the average, hear me out, was I spent $100. I want you to do the math with me. 1,000 food, and you know I have more than 1,000 food videos. Oh, I have a lot more than 1,000 food videos. But let's just take 1,000 food videos and let's say I only spent $100 on each dinner. In other words, we'll call it the average. The average is $100. That means that I spent $100,000 on food. Okay, so now that here will be the competition. That's 100,000 in cash, meaning that you would have to have a job that pays you at least 200,000, correct? In other words, for you to have 100,000 liquid that you could just spend on food, you would have to have a job that pays you $200,000. So who wants to do that with me? Who wants to go head to head with me? I will provide you within 1 year, I'll provide you 1,000 videos where I spent at least $100. So that means I spent $100,000, possibly more, because I have videos, once again, I have videos where I spent $600 on dinner. I have, I bought the three tomahawks. I spent $500 on dinner. So it could be actually, in all honesty and fairness to you, I could have spent maybe $200,000 on food. I'm actually trying to be conservative. I'm trying to be conservative. I have 25,000 videos uploaded on YouTube. I have we're reaching 25,000 videos uploaded. I would definitely say I have at least 4,000 to 5,000 videos of restaurant, like food that I bought. 100%. Because sometimes they're snacks. Like sometimes, they're in addition to my dinner. Like, so in other words, I'll have a home dinner, but still I'll buy snacks and I'll buy food dinners. So, but I'm only saying 1,000 videos. That's all I'm saying. So 1,000 videos, I spend a minimum of $100. It's $100,000 in cash. You would have to have a job that pays you $200,000 to do that. And most of you don't. Most of you probably either work for Ken Griffin, where you make minimum wage, $15 an hour. You work, or maybe you work at McDonald's, or you work at Best Buy or some shit. You work at Walmart. Okay. So you're not making $200,000 a year. So can we stop the ball breaking on the food thing? I spend more. You're picking the wrong subject. Listen, can I tell you the subjects that you want to stick with me with that you actually are winning with? Listen to me. Stick with the lean thing. That was good. The lean thing, like the $400 lean. The bank's gonna take care of it. I believe it's taken care of already, but they said it's going to be either this month or next month. I don't know when. I'm not concerned with it, but stick with that. Break my balls about the lean. Break my balls maybe that I'm fat. Break my balls that I'm an idiot. I don't know, whatever you want to call me. I'm a scam. All that stuff you say, but stop breaking my balls on food. I spend more money on food than your lives are worth. You understand? You don't even make enough money to support yourself and to support your family in terms of how much money I spend on food. You are picking the wrong subject to break my balls with. Okay? I'm just saying that, if I wanted to break somebody's balls, I would pick their weakest link. Wouldn't you agree, Alex? Alex, why would you pick someone's strongest link? It's like you guys are breaking my balls about the money I spend on food. I spend more money on food than most people invest. I'll give you an example. One of my haters, Dynamic Synergistics, admitted he only invested, listen to me, he admitted this. He said, I only invested $10,000 in AMC. Okay, he said that. He goes, that was it. That was my whole portfolio. My whole portfolio at AMC consisted of a $10,000 investment. Okay, so obviously, would you agree that I'm spending a lot more money on food than he has in his portfolio? So why are you breaking my balls on something that I'm spending more money on food than your houses? I'm spending more money on food than your cars. I'm spending more money on food than your livelihoods. What, change the subject. Just stop breaking my balls about it. Break my balls about the lien on the house. Break my balls about I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm cringe, I'm annoying. I'm never going to own a casino. It's a daydream. I'm a daydreamer. That's good. Stick with that material. But stop breaking my balls on food, okay? Because guys, again, and girls, I spend more money on food than your effing friggin' jobs. You have to wake up in the morning, listen to me, and work a job, you understand, for 40 hours a week, okay? And I spend that on effing snacks. Stop breaking my balls on food. Cigar King, once again, listen to me. I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Listen, I can't stand arguing with you. Why don't we do this? Okay. I will provide 1,000 videos. Listen to me. It's very simple. I will, recent, I'm saying within like a year, within, just give me like a 12-month period. Okay. I will provide you with 1,000 videos where I have spent, listen to me, at least 100 or more, in some cases $500, $600 on food. Now, here's what we're going to do, Mr. Big Shot. Okay. You have to prove to me that you make more money, listen to me, in 1 year than I spent on those food videos. Do you accept that wager? That's it. Listen, here's the wager. You want to keep breaking my balls on food? Listen to me. Here is the wager. I will provide you 1,000 videos where I've spent anywhere between $100 to $600 on dinner. So in other words, I am going to provide you evidence of 100,000 to potentially 500,000 or more that I've spent on food. Now, after I do that, you have to now provide me a W-2, some kind of form, tax that you have made more money than that. Do you accept the wager? Do you accept it? Can you do it? Can you provide me proof that you earn more money in a job than I spend on food? I'm offering you a wager. Do you accept it? Do you accept it? It's a simple freaking question. I will provide you with 1,000 videos where I have spent at least the minimum of $100 to potentially $500 to $600. Now, since you're such a big shot, right? You're a big shot that breaks my balls every day. You have to prove to me that in a 12-month period, you have earned. Now, it has to be gross. Listen to the wager. I want to be clear on the wager. It has to be gross. Gross, not net, gross. So in other words, if I'm spending, hear me out, listen to me. If I'm spending $200,000 or $100,000, then that means that's cash. So let me explain to you. So that means that you have to show me you're earning $400,000 gross. Because in order for you to clear, listen to me, in order for you to clear $200,000, you're making somewhere between $350,000 to $400,000 a year. Do you accept that wager? I bet you $100,000. I bet you $100,000 that you cannot provide me a W-2 form that you earn, okay, money in a 12-month period that I spent on food. You can't do it. So here's my advice to all of you haters. Stop breaking my balls about food. Okay? You want to, here's the content you need to stick to. The casino idea is never going to happen. I'm a lazy bum. I'm fat. I'm cringe. All of that shit. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Stop breaking my balls on food. Cabiche? Okay? You accept it? Okay, fine. But Alex, are you going to go through with it or are you bullshitting me? Are you going to go through it? Or are you bullshitting me? Alex, here's my email address. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. Let me repeat that. I guarantee you that Alex is not going to go through it. I guarantee this. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. Now, you have to understand, Alex, I need to provide your driver's license, listen to me, okay, your social security card to my lawyer. We can't make a bet where it just says your name is Alex. You have to provide your government ID. We are going to sign a notarized contract. Now, here's the bet. It's a $100,000 bet. I have to provide 1,000 videos food videos, okay? That could be anywhere from $100 that I've spent to upwards of $500 to $600. So let's say it comes out to be I spent $200,000. I just want to be clear on what the bet is. So let's say I spent $200,000 on food. You have to now make, okay, gross money. Here's the bet. In 1 year, gross money where you actually clear after taxes $200,000. So meaning you have to make like $350,000, $400,000 a year. And the wager is $100,000. You want to take that bet? Let's do it. Send me over your license. Listen, you can't be afraid though. You can't punk out. You got to send me this information. I will have my attorney contact you, okay? And we'll put it together. Very simple. You guys don't even make $20,000 a year. My bet is most of you people, listen to me, most of you people probably make at most $30,000 a year. And I'm being generous. Listen, I'm being generous. Now, maybe there just be a very small few of you, maybe that make $50,000 a year. But there is no effing way. There is no effing way you're making $350,000, $400,000 a year. No effing way possible. Not happening. Not happening. Listen, I'll wait for your email, Alex. Let's see. When you send me the email, let's see what you send me. He's probably going to send me an email that his name is friggin' Alex Rodriguez. Okay, listen. Let's see. Bro, I don't even know what your real name is. The first part of a wager, bro, send me a friggin' license. I need your address. I need your name. You know who I am. You know, I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding like all of you. WTF. This is the hot WTF 198. You're hiding behind that name. Alex, when I get your license, here's the first step. Listen to me, Alex. When I verify that it's really real and I get your license, okay, and I have your address, because you have my name and my address, Alex, okay? It's only fair that I have your name in. When we get to that first step, are you ready? Then I'll contact my attorney. I'm not going to contact my attorney that you send me an email and you say your name is Alex friggin' Momo at gmail.com. I'm not wasting my attorney's time. Okay. Send me your friggin' driver's license with your full legal name and your full address, and then we'll take it from there. My email is Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward 101 at gmail.com. Alex, I have videos that I know I spent in excess. I have so many videos that I spent $500, $600 on food. I'll win this bet hands down. I'll win this bet hands down. Do it, you piece of shit. Send me the email. You piece of human trash. Send me the email. Alex, I spend more money on food than your life is worth. I spend more money on food. Every time you breathe oxygen and air, you don't deserve the air that you breathe. The food that I put on my mouth is worth more than the friggin' oxygen that goes into your lungs. Okay? Stop breaking my balls on food. You guys are picking my strongest suit. You listen, if you want to fight someone on their weakest link. Stop fighting. I just don't understand the logic. Here's an example. If I was going to fight Mike Tyson, right? I know I can't win. The guy's too effing strong. Okay, so maybe I would challenge Mike Tyson in something where it was his weakest link. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would say, come on, let's have a piano competition. I tell Mike Tyson. I say, me and you, let's see who can play the piano better. Okay, see, you people challenge people on their strongest links. Stop doing that. It's just dumb. It's not intelligent. Alex, I can guarantee you don't make more than $400,000 a year. Listen to me. It's a guarantee. It is. I don't have any doubt in my mind. So WTF, once again, I don't have a lawyer. Listen, then take the picture. See, you know what I notice with all of you people? It's just like, listen, it's very simple. Look, can I tell you what the steps are? I'm not kidding. I swear to you. You know where I live. Everyone knows my address. Everyone knows my name is Richie Lavoie. I'm not hiding from any of you people. So the first step is provide me with your driver's license. In other words, send me an email with your actual, because I want to know I'm dealing with a real person. Do you understand? Okay. And then after that, I promise you, I give you my word, okay, that I will set it up. But listen, before I waste my time, there's going to be a lot of things that have to be done. You're going to have to sign a notarized contract. Okay, we're going to put together a contract. I need it notarized, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll take it to the next level. I'm not wasting my time with you psychopathic people who are gonna send me emails saying my name is Alex Pee Wee Herman at gmail.com. Okay, you guys are all psychopathic lunatics. But Alex, you're not understanding. See, now you're changing the bet. Listen to me. You're changing. Listen to me. You know whom? Listen to me. You know whom? They do this all the time. Listen to me. They do this all the time. They're changing the bet. They're changing the bet. Okay. Here's the bet. I have to show you. Let me repeat it again. Stop fucking changing the bet, you fucking piece of shit. Stop changing the bet. I have to show you 1,000 videos where I have spent anywhere between 100 to say there was actually a time I spent $1,000 on food. Okay, so it could be any of those videos. You understand me? Where I spent $100 to $1,000 on food, and then here's the key. Let's say I compilated and it all adds up to I spent $200,000 on food. This is the bet. You have to show me that you made gross, listen to me, gross, enough money where after taxes, you had $200,000 clear. So meaning you made $350,000 to $400,000 a year. That's the bet. This is not a bet of Richie, show me you have 100,000 liquid. This is not a bet of Richie, show me the equity in your home. Richie, show me your bonds. The bet is I provide you with 1,000 videos that I have spent $100 to $1,000 on. And you have to then provide me proof that you made more money in 1 year on a gross level, where if I spent $200,000 in cash, you have made $400,000 gross. That is the bet. Stick to it. But then you would lose the bet, Alex. If your gross is over 200, you'll lose. You'll lose. Alex, I've spent much more than $100,000 on food. So do you understand you would lose the bet? Like, in other words, you're not listening to me because you're an idiot. Okay? Alex, I can easily prove that I've spent well over $100,000 on food. Well over $100,000 on food. Okay, so what you're not understanding, Alex, is that if you make 200,000, like when you say over 200, what are we talking? 250, 300, 400,000? What are we talking? You would have to, for you to compete with me, you would have to make about 400,000 plus gross. 400,000 gross. Okay? It's not about your home. It's not about your home. It's about your income. It's not, this has nothing to do with your house. This has nothing to do with assets. This has nothing to do with your house. It's your income. Okay? Your income. You make well over 600,000 a year, send me the email. I await it. I await your license. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. I wait, okay? Then you'll win the bet, brother. If you make over $600,000 a year, you'll win. Okay, then you'll win. Alex, listen to me. This is not about your home. This is about a job. This is not about rental income. This is about a job. A job. That's the bet. A job. A job. I love it how people, listen to me, because you want to know what I can do, Alex. You want to know what I can do? Then can I do this? Listen to me. Can I put okay, my wife's VCF, listen to me. Can I put my children's trust? Can I put all the income I'm getting from my bonds? Can I put my gold? Can I put my, you're changing the bet. Do you understand? You're making this another bet. You're making this about passive income. You're making this about real estate. I explained this to you. I said it's about a job. So in other words, if you're, let's say, a manager of a real estate corporation, you understand, and you make $400,000 a year, that counts as the bet. Stop changing the bet. Right, a W-2. So you make $400,000 a year, you'll win the bet. Send me the email. You win. If you make 400,000 plus a year, then you win. If you make 400,000 plus a year gross, you're going to win the bet probably. So then that's it. Send me the email. Stop talking. Send me the email. Let's do it. Send me step one. I need your license. I need your real name. I need your legal name, and I need your legal address. You know my legal name. It's got to be fair, Alex. You know my legal name and you know my legal address. I need your legal name and I need your legal address. That's step one. And then I will prepare a notarized contract that you're going to have to sign. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Stop talking about it. Listen, stop talking about it. Send me the email. Stop talking about it. Step one, send me the email with your driver's license. Okay, and it's got to be verified. Okay, believe me, I know I will make sure it's a real driver's license. Send me a driver's license. After that, I will prepare a contract. You're going to sign it. And it'll say everything I just said. It'll just say you have to provide W-2s, okay, for 2 years. Okay, it's got to be 2 years because that's what I'm going to do. I'm providing videos for 2 years. You have to provide W-2s for 2 years that you're making 400,000 plus a year each year. That's the bet. You do that, you got it. $100,000 goes right to you. So then do it. Send me, no. Just send me the fucking email, Alex. Send me, you don't have to come to my house. Send me the email. We do all of this online. Send me the email. 2 years. West Virginia has the highest water bills. I didn't know that either. Anyway, guys, I got to get going here. It's an hour talking to all you haters. All right, Alex, I'll check my inbox to see if you send me that the driver's license, and then from there, Alex, I'll put together a notarized contract for you to sign, brother. All right. So then do it. I mean, that's it. Just do it. Okay. V for victory. Everything I've said on this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. It is all entertainment purposes only. God bless. I'm out.